Roy, commiserations. How did you see it today?
I didn't think we were good enough. I thought first half we looked okay. We looked in reasonable control, but when they scored in the second half, I don't think we're anywhere near good enough. And as a result, they deserve their victory.
Why do you feel that was?
It's a football match, that's what happens. Sometimes people don't play very well. They're not robots, they're not chess pieces. And unfortunately, when we went a goal down, I didn't think we played good enough football or were good enough technically or worked hard enough up front to get back into the game. And that's obviously borne out by the fact that we hardly had a strike at goal in the second half. So really and truly, that's inadmissible. And but why? I don't really know. I think the quality of the players we have is far better than we showed in the second half today. I thought in the first half we did show some quality, but in the second half we couldn't get back on level terms, and of course then the game just becomes like all matches. In the last 10 or 15 minutes you put two big guys up front and you start lofting balls forward just in the vain hope that the ball's going to bounce your way.
A disappointing goal to concede, aren't they all, I suppose? But was the timing of it affecting your players particularly, do you feel?
In what respect, sorry?
It was just right at the start of the second half.
Well, that's the time you don't want to concede, and in fact it's something we do talk about and work on, that we have to get ourselves right for both halves in the dressing room. It was a little bit unfortunate in the sense that the control touch took him into a good area, and after that, of course, a good cross along the 6-yard line and a good goal. So they scored a good goal. We can't deny that, and we can't deny them their victory either, because we didn't do enough to deny them the victory.
You made 3 changes in all in the second half. How did you see a way back at that stage?
Well, luckily these days we do have players on the bench who can give us a different outlook to our attacking play, and of course when we weren't scoring or we weren't really causing them enough problems defensively, I think it was the obvious thing to do, to put players on who, with their attacking flair or their attacking ability, might get us a goal. But it didn't work out because that didn't happen.
Still early days, of course, just the 2 games in. But on the evidence of what you've seen so far, what needs to be worked on going forward?
Well, you work all the time in football. I don't think it's quite as simple as watching a game and saying, right, now we have to work on this and that. We actually do try to work on our game at all times. When we've got the ball, we haven't got the ball. Now, of course, on the evidence today where we didn't play well, people might justifiably say, well, we didn't see much examples of that today, but that's because, as I say, we're playing with human beings, we're not playing with robots, and sometimes human beings don't have as good a game as they want, but we'll continue working on our game, we'll continue working on our game defensively and offensively, and we'll hope for better days than the one we've had today.
Roy, appreciate your time.
Okay, pleasure.